What the hell happened today in Destiny? Today was definitely a little bit eventful, especially in-game, as we did have the season finale mission, along with a pretty banger cutscene at the end of it, which I will say I'll probably play like little bits and pieces of in the background gameplay. For those of y'all that have not seen it, I'm just letting you know. We also did get some further details on the weapon enhancement system that we will be getting later on this year during Lightfall. Also, I'm just saying this, but Banshee's selling a pretty nasty reservoir burst fusion rifle and a nice subsistent headstone crate for anybody that is wondering or wants one. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit more Lightfall related stuff. Now I do want to let you guys know in this article they did reiterate some stuff that they already mentioned, so I'm going to go ahead and try and hit all of the points that we have not heard about already, rather than trying to spend all the extra time going over stuff that we've already gone over in previous videos, okay? So the main things you want to keep in mind is that there are going to be 3 planned new features for later on this year. You got weapon enhancing, upgrade an adept Lightfall raid weapon with enhanced traits, level, and a memento socket coming a few weeks after the Lightfall Master Raid release. You then got deep sight activation, which is basically going to be a possible way to apply deep sight to a weapon coming in season 21, aka Season of the Deep. You then have weapon level boosting. Leveling up a weapon will not require equipping it coming after season 21. And yet you'll still be able to level up crafted weapons the current way if you really enjoy shooting Taken Thrall over at Shuro-Chi. This next little change just sounds like a nice little quality of life improvement. If you attain a deep sight weapon and just want the pattern progress, you can dismantle it. If you want the pattern progress and also want to keep the deep sight weapon, you'll also have the option to immediately obtain the pattern without dismantling the weapon. Also, we all know this, but deep sight will no longer drop for any weapon that does not have a pattern available to unlock starting in Lightfall. Nothing too crazy, but I decided I just want to go ahead and throw this bullet point here and thought it was worth mentioning. We also do have 3 new crafting capabilities coming during the Lightfall year. You got deep sight activation, weapon enhancing, and then weapon level boosting. All right, deep sight activation, aka manual deep sight. This is going to be the feature that allows you to electively apply deep sight to a weapon that has a pattern available to unlock. Only weapons that have not previously rolled with the deep sight are valid for deep sight activation. This is basically going to prevent you from getting multiple pieces of a pattern from the same weapon. Like, you can't get a weapon with a red border, yeet the red border progress off of it, reapply the red border, and yeet the progress off of it again for 2 off the same weapon. You're not going to be able to do that. The ability to manually activate deep sight will be tightly controlled, and there will be some variation in cost depending on the weapon. Example, a raid weapon will require additional currencies compared to a seasonal weapon. Probably just spoils. And this feature is going to be targeted for a season 21, aka Season of the Deep release. You know what felt pretty pointless doing this year? Master Raid. So what Bungie's going to be doing to try to combat this is introduce a new weapon enhancing feature to a very limited number of new weapons. The first weapons to obtain this new enhancement capability will be the adept weapons acquired from the master difficulty Lightfall raid. The non-adept base raid weapons will remain crafted. Note that this feature is going to be introduced a few weeks after the Lightfall master raid releases, okay? So weapon enhancing is going to allow a weapon to be upgraded with enhanced traits, a level, and a memento socket, right? This upgrade will consume standard currencies and spoil the conquest for raid weapons. Ha! Called it. And will be applied through a new tiered weapon mod. Once enhanced, you will be able to modify limited aspects of the weapon at the crafting relic. For the initial rollout, there will be 3 enhancing tiers. In the first tier, you have the ability to replace the existing masterwork, grants an enhanced intrinsic weapon level, first enhanced timestamp, and the memento socket. For rated adepts only, it allows full selection over the barrel and magazine perks. These perks are individually gated by level, same as the crafted weapons. The cost of weapon enhancing tier 1 will vary based on the masterwork tier that is being replaced. Enhancing a weapon that has a masterwork tier value of 10 will be much cheaper than enhancing a weapon with the masterwork tier value of 1. Makes sense? Enhancement tier 2, weapon level 11 requirement, allows the 3rd column perk to be enhanced. And then enhancement tier 3, weapon level 17 required, allows enhancing of the 4th column perk. This enhancement feature will be added to new raid adepts starting in Lightfall. Due to technical limitations, we will not be committing a wide expansion of this capability to other weapons until we investigate further. That's the big part of this entire article, in my opinion, is this new weapon enhancing system, which I think is pretty dope. And the last thing that we need to talk about is about this new weapon level boosting feature. So they basically say there are far more crafted weapons weapons and there are equipment slots to accommodate them, so they're going to be adding another avenue to increase weapons level without needing the weapon to be equipped. Okay, so a new weapon mod will be added that will increase the level of a crafted or enhanced weapon for the cost of standard currencies. While this will not be initially positioned as the only method for leveling up a weapon, it may be a convenient method for unlocking early perk choices and an outlet for any spare currencies you have stockpiled. They're looking to add this feature sometime in Season 21. The last little bit is, regardless of how often you craft your weapons, they believe that these changes will improve your gameplay experiences. Some are coming with LIGHTFALL in just a few short weeks, and others are planned for later on in the year. And then a nice little send-off sentence to round out the article. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on today, the season finale mission, the banger ending cutscene, which I guess I didn't need to show at all. I thought I was gonna have to show some of it for footage purposes. And of course, some of the changes that we went over in this video referring to weapon crafting. Some of them look really awesome. Other than that though, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all be safe.